Ever wondered how much Bitcoin you need to own to be in the top 2% of holders? Welcome to the fascinating world of Bitcoin, a digital currency that is revolutionizing the way we think about money. Bitcoin is not your conventional currency. It's decentralized, meaning it operates without the control of a central bank or government. This makes it immune to government interference or manipulation, a feature that resonates with many in our increasingly digital age. Bitcoin was first introduced in 2009 by an anonymous entity known as Satoshi Nakamoto. Since then, it has grown exponentially, both in value and popularity. It's more than just a currency. It is a technology, a currency, and an investment, all rolled into one. It's a form of digital gold, if you will. One of the defining aspects of Bitcoin is its finite supply. Unlike traditional currencies, which can be printed ad infinitum by central banks, there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. This scarcity is one of the key factors that gives Bitcoin its value and allure. It's an asset that doesn't lose value due to inflation. In fact, many believe that as demand for Bitcoin increases over time, so too will its value. Bitcoin has the potential to shape the future of finance. It's not just a currency for the internet age, but it's also a potential store of value, a hedge against inflation, and a vehicle for financial freedom and inclusion. It's a concept that's still in its early stages, and its full potential is yet to be discovered. Now let's dig a little deeper into the world of Bitcoin and its limited supply. Did you know that there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins in existence? That's right. Just like gold, Bitcoin's value is partially derived from its scarcity, a concept that is at the heart of its design. Bitcoin's protocol, a set of rules that govern the network, ensures that only a certain amount of Bitcoin can ever be created. This limit is set at 21 million. The scarcity of Bitcoin is a key factor in its value. When demand for an item outstrips supply, the price tends to rise. This is basic economics, and it's no different with Bitcoin. Its limited supply makes it a desirable asset, much like a rare piece of art or a precious gem. At this moment, over 18.5 million Bitcoins are in circulation. That leaves less than 3 million yet to be introduced into the system. But don't be fooled, these remaining Bitcoins won't be easy to come by. They'll be released gradually through a process called mining, which is expected to continue until the year 2140. Now, here's where things get interesting. The rate at which new Bitcoins are introduced into the system is halved approximately every 4 years, in an event known as the Bitcoin halving. This slow release of new coins into circulation mimics the process of gold mining, where it becomes progressively harder to extract gold over time. This all means that as time goes on, the creation of new Bitcoins slows down, and the total supply inches closer to that 21 million limit. As a result, the scarcity of Bitcoin increases over time, and with it, its potential value. With such a finite supply, owning even a fraction of a Bitcoin could be valuable. But how much do you need to be in the top 2%? The magic number to be in the top 2% of Bitcoin holders is 0.08. This might sound surprising to some, but let's delve deeper into the significance of this seemingly small fraction of Bitcoin. Firstly, it's important to understand that Bitcoin, unlike traditional currencies, has a finite supply. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins in existence. This scarcity is one of the key factors that gives Bitcoin its value. With its increasing popularity and acceptance worldwide, the demand for Bitcoin is growing, while its supply remains constant. This fundamental law of economics, where increasing demand meets limited supply, often leads to an increase in value. Now let's put this into perspective. If you own 0.08 Bitcoin, you are part of a limited group of people who can ever own this much. Given the finite supply of Bitcoin, if every millionaire in the world wanted to own an entire Bitcoin, they couldn't. There simply isn't enough to go around. This scarcity is what makes owning 0.08 Bitcoin significant. Being in the top 2% of Bitcoin holders doesn't just give you bragging rights, it opens up the potential for considerable wealth generation. The value of Bitcoin has seen a substantial increase over the last decade, And this trend is likely to continue given its limited supply and growing demand. By owning 0.08 Bitcoin now, you could potentially see your investment grow exponentially in the future. It's also worth considering the growing acceptance of Bitcoin as a form of payment. More and more businesses, both online and offline, are starting to accept Bitcoin. This means that your 0.08 Bitcoin could be used in the future to purchase goods and services, potentially even more than what you could buy with the same amount of traditional currency today. However, as with any investment, it's important to remember that there are risks involved. The value of Bitcoin can be volatile, and it's possible that you could lose your investment. But if you're willing to take the risk and hold on to your Bitcoin, you could see significant rewards in the future. Owning 0.08 Bitcoin might not seem like a lot now, but in the future, it could be more valuable than you think. It's not just about the monetary value it could hold, but also the potential it has to change the way we think about money and wealth. So if you're considering investing in Bitcoin, don't be put off by the thought of not owning a whole Bitcoin. Even owning a fraction can put you ahead of the game. So where does Bitcoin go from here? And what does it mean for those who own it? As we gaze into the crystal ball of the future, Bitcoin is looking more and more like a permanent fixture in the world of finance. Its integration into mainstream financial systems is increasing, and its acceptance as a legitimate form of currency is growing. Take El Salvador, for instance, which has recently taken a leap into the crypto world by accepting Bitcoin as legal tender. This is a significant milestone for Bitcoin, as it moves from the fringes of the financial world into the heart of a country's economy. This move could potentially increase the value of Bitcoin as it becomes more widely accepted and used for everyday transactions. Now, imagine the impact this could have on the value of Bitcoin, and consequently, on the wealth of those who hold it. Even if you are among those who hold just 0.08 Bitcoin, this could potentially translate into significant wealth. The increasing acceptance of Bitcoin could also mean that more businesses and services start accepting it as a form of payment, further driving up its value. Furthermore, the limited supply of Bitcoin, with only 21 million ever to exist, could also contribute to its value increasing over time. But as with any investment, there are risks involved. The value of Bitcoin is highly volatile, and its future is not set in stone. However, it's also this unpredictability that makes Bitcoin exciting. It's a journey into uncharted territory, a ride on the roller coaster of finance. So while the future of Bitcoin is uncertain, it's also incredibly exciting. It's a new frontier, a brave new world of finance. And for those who hold Bitcoin, especially those in the top 2%, the future could be incredibly lucrative. The future of Bitcoin is uncertain but exciting. And for those in the top 2% of holders, it could be incredibly lucrative. In the world of Bitcoin, even a fraction can make a difference. We've journeyed through the concept of Bitcoin, a trailblazing digital asset with a cap of 21 million coins. With its finite supply, each Satoshi, each fraction of Bitcoin, holds immense potential. We've discussed the significance of owning 0.08 Bitcoin. It might seem like a small slice of the pie, but it's a slice of a pie that's not getting any bigger. This limited supply is what could drive its value up in the future, potentially making even a small investment today a significant asset tomorrow. But remember, the future of Bitcoin, like all investments, is uncertain. It's essential to do your own research, consider the risks, and make informed decisions. The potential benefits of investing in Bitcoin are compelling, but they should always be weighed against your personal financial situation and risk tolerance. Remember, in the world of Bitcoin, it's not about how much you own, but what that ownership could mean in the future. So, could 0.08 Bitcoin be your ticket to the top 2%? Only time will tell.